Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new here. And it is Friday. Friday vibes. Ooh, ooh. We're going to get our topic from the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's been a powerful week as far as like the cards. I'm loving this. Go the distance. Holy shit. Sorry. It's the synchronicity. Because we've been talking all week about like progress, and each day has been some other way of making progress and going the distance and achieving, gaining momentum, getting blockages out of the way, gaining perspective, finding the right tools, and go the distance. Which means that once you get started, you have to stay in that vibrational frequency. We talked about removing the things that aren't working for you and how to do that in a way that's best for all parties involved. We've talked about how to remove yourself from a situation and become the observer to find better solutions and not respond out of emotion. About equal give and take, making sure that you're in balanced relationships, whether it be an employer, friends, family, what have you. And then chopping wood, doing the shit you need to do to get what you want as a result. And when you start doing those things, that momentum will legit have you zipping on like this cheetah. Because each time we take an action, we talked about how the universe is watching to see if we really mean it. When you say, this is what I want, this is my dream, this is my goal, this is what I desire, do you eat the cookie or the carrot? If you desire growth, strength, intestinal fortitude, you got to take the carrot. Yeah, it's not as yummy, but it's feeding you. Sometimes if we really truly want to go the distance, there's pain involved. There is sacrifice involved. That pain and sacrifice is what tells the universe that you fucking mean it. You're not just talking. You walk the talk because you have things that you want, that you desire, and you want and desire them bad enough to commit to yourself, take the action, and make it happen. And if you can't figure out how to get it done, you find the right tools, you find the right resources. And while you're doing this, you're gaining that momentum. And because you're staying in the moment and you're focused on your goals, you've got them up here in your reticular activating system, you see the synchronicities. You see the signs that the universe is giving you. And the more you progress down that path, the more you go the distance, the more you see them. Now, is it because you're more aware? Or is it because the universe is like, oh, they mean that shit? Let's keep them on the, they're moving fast. We got to keep them on the path, right? Because my belief from personal experience is that the more we focus and invest in what we say we want, the more things line up for us. Luck is not luck. Luck is focus, preparation, discipline, and consistency. Sorry, guys, my nose. Consistency. Winter's almost over. When all of those things come together, you have no choice but to go the distance. And the universe is going to support you in that because energetically you've aligned with that thing that you want. You have shown you are not going to let the first inconvenience drop you off your path. You're not going to quit. You're not going to quit on you. And when you can show energetically that, no, I've made the tough decisions. I've had to face the hard conversations. I've had to do the hard things. I've invested. I've learned not to overinvest in things that won't return to me because I'm wasting my energy. My energy is being focused on what I desire to create not just for myself, but to benefit the people around me. Like, it's not a selfish thing. It really isn't. And we talked about being selfish, and we are not being selfish when we commit to and respect ourselves. How you treat you is how the world will treat you. If you disrespect yourself, there you go. It's a mirror. You will be treated by other people the way that you treat yourself. And when you settle for less than you deserve, you don't speak up for yourself when things are not fair or not right. You tolerate a situation because you don't want to have the hard conversation. Expect more of that because you're telling the universe that, oh, it's okay. I'll put off my dreams until later. It's not important. Well, it's not a big deal. I'll just stay here for a while anyway, even though I'm miserable and I'm losing my will to live. But it's okay. That's what you're going to get. When you have the proverbial balls to stand up and say, no, this is not working for me. No, this is not fair. No, I cannot stay in this. And when we do that, sorry, falling apart. When we do that, it puts out an energetic notice. And you can feel that in people. You can tell the people who they're there. They do not accept less than they deserve. If they cannot accept it, change it, they leave it. They're not taking anyone's shit. They're not settling for any less than they deserve. And they're invested. They're invested in creating beautiful things for themselves. You feel that in someone. That's what I mean about sending that out energetically. You put the world on notice. This is what I deserve. This is what I'll accept. Anything less than is not okay. And you stand by it. You don't backtrack on it and go, well, I guess just this time. No. Mm. Because when you sell yourself short, you energetically insult yourself. And whether you notice it at first or not, the more you do it, the easier it is to do. Just like anything else, small daily actions form our habits, our thoughts, our patterns, and eventually our lives. What you allow in small increments builds up. No different than when you start not allowing things in small increments. Because in order for you to go the distance, you have to protect your energy. You have to treat you well. You have to absolutely demand of yourself that you will not let you down. Don't you dare get into victim mentality because you are not a victim. Never a victim. We take responsibility for our choices because we know that when we do that, we have the power to make different choices. If you give your power away by feeling like a victim in a situation, what are you going to do? Oh my God, now I have no options. Where's my knight on a white horse? Ain't coming. Ain't coming. You got to put your armor on, get your ass up on that saddle, and make a different choice. Save yourself. It is not selfish. That is how you're going to go the distance. Put up boundaries. Protect what is yours. Your energy, your resources, and by God, most of all, your health. When we accept less than we deserve, we make ourselves ill. And then we don't have the strength to do the things that we need to do to create better for ourselves. Eat the carrot. Don't get me wrong. If you consistently eat carrots, then by God, you have some cookies, okay? Don't just eat cookies. Eating cookies is the epitome of, I'm just going to lay over here and wait for something to happen. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just going to go with whatever I emotionally feel like doing at this moment. Do you think you're going to build much with that? Because I know if I went with whatever I was emotionally feeling at the moment, I would live like a 5-year-old. which honestly, I gotta say, that's kind of my drive for what I what I'm trying to build, is so that I can live like a 5-year-old, but with the resources of an adult, so that I can live like a child, happy, free, la la la, right? Right? But with resources and no one telling me what the fuck to do ever. Ever. Autonomous, right? Standing in our power. But in order to do that, we have to do the hard stuff. The hard stuff comes first. Eat the carrots, then have a cookie, because you did a damn good job and you're going the distance. And because you ate the carrots, you've got the energy to go the distance. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about with the carrots and the cookies, it actually goes back to earlier in the week. So if you didn't watch the earlier video, it was about being disciplined and making hard choices. So please commit to yourself. If you follow the things that we have talked about this week, you are going to empower yourself to such a degree. And even we are conditioned to immediate gratification, and we want things now. We put them on credit cards, we eat the cookie, whatever. We want it now. What do you mean Amazon's not going to be here for 3 hours? I just ordered it. That's me, really. Somebody please deactivate my Amazon. But anyway, things that we get easily, we do not value. Typically, they don't have the value that we end up investing in them, because once you've paid for something with a credit card, if you don't pay that off, you pay for it 4 or 5 times over. You've already thrown it away and you're still getting that bill in the mail. Now, if on the flip side, you discipline yourself and you save cash for the things that you want to buy, you make a budget. I want this large purchase. Well, I'm going to put this back and this back and this back. I'm going to discipline myself. When you actually have the money to get that thing, how good does that feel? And you know what? It's yours. It's yours. You did the energy exchange. You put in the time, the effort, the focus. You put your energy. Money is energy. Put the money back. And now that thing you gave the money is yours. It's such a sense of accomplishment. Instead of using a credit card and then later, because you acted impulsively, you weren't disciplined, you didn't invest in it, later you're suffering because you're paying all this interest and bullshit for something that has been in the landfill. It's probably already biodegraded by now. Good things, valuable things, take time. Go the distance. Don't give up on you. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.